All right, let's jump right in. Number one. I'm not going to read through each of these questions. If you need to, just pause the video and read through it. I'm assuming you've read the whole thing and you're ready to just get to the answers. So for part A, we need to use the data in the list to determine the 5-number summary for the sample of breed H goats. We know that the min is 48, the max is 80. And then since we have 14, we have to go up to 7 data values and down 7 data values. So the middle value, the median, is the average of the two middle values, 62 and 66, which gives us 64. The first quartile is the median of the lower half, which would be 4 data values in, so 56. And then Q3 is the middle of the upper half, which would be 4 data values in from the top, or 72. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope this is valuable to you. If so, drop me a like below. It really helps out the channel. Then in part B, we have a box plot of the distribution weight for breed J, and we want to use the 5-number summary from part A and the box plot of breed J to compare the center and variability for the distribution of weight for breed H goats and the distribution of weight for breed J goats in context. So if you notice from the box plot, the median of J is about 64, so they have the same median, but breed J goes from about 48 all the way up to, let's say, 88. So it has a greater spread, a greater range. Also, the interquartile range goes from about 56 all the way up to 80. So it has a greater interquartile range. So the medians, so we'll write that in a couple quick sentences. The center of both breeds is approximately the same at 64 pounds, while the variability with an IQR of 16 pounds of the distribution of weight for breed H goats is less than that of breed J goats with an IQR of 24 pounds. Part C, we have a stem and leaf plot for breed H goats, and we're going to think about the 5-number summary from part A and the stem and leaf plot. So for part I, if a box plot were created of the 5-number summary found in part A, what characteristic of the shape of the distribution of weight for breed H goats would be apparent from the stem and leaf plot, but not from the box plot? If you look at the stem and leaf plot, you'll notice 2 distinct peaks in the 50s and the 70s. So the stem and leaf plot is going to suggest a bimodal type of distribution with clusters around 50s and the 70s. This is not going to be apparent in the box plot. The stem and leaf plot shows the 2 peaks, bimodal, at the 50s and 70s that the box plot doesn't show. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this and getting a lot of value for it. If so, would you consider subscribing to the channel? It's free and really helps us out. Part 2, explain why a box plot would not display the characteristic of the shape of the distribution identified in part CI. Well, because a box plot divides the distribution into 4 quartiles, each representing 25% of the data, it doesn't show individual data values. It just groups it into those 4 sections, so you can't see the peaks. So we'll summarize that. We could say something like the box plot groups the data into 4 quartiles, each representing 25% of the data values and not individual data values. Therefore, it is not possible to see the 2 peaks or bimodal shape. I'm interested to know how you felt like you did on the free response section. Drop me a comment below and let me know how you feel like you did and what was the most challenging. All right, guys, that's it for this one. But by the way, if you are considering taking AP Calculus next year, check out my channel. I have tons of videos and resources and lessons and reviews and walkthroughs for AP Calc. I think you'll find it very valuable. Take care.